Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading where you get to pick the deck that I work with. So go ahead and pick the deck. You guys probably know my decks pretty well at this point. Number one, my Wildwood deck. It's seen a lot of use. I still love it. Number two, my Love deck. Or number three, my Angel deck. So which one? Oh my god, it's a butterfly! You guys, it was so beautiful. It just like flew right up to me. Oh, it's like a sign. So go ahead and choose one. The Wildwood deck, once again, number one. Number two, oh my god, another butterfly! Oh, you guys, how am I ever gonna get this reading done with all these beautiful butterflies around me? Hopefully one will come across the camera. I'm gonna manifest it, okay? All right, number two, my Love deck. Or number three, my Angel deck. So I'm going down to my purse to like get the cards and whatnot, and then I'll come back. So number one, the Wildwood people. What is your message? Just pulling a couple cards for you. The butterfly. So of course, number one, you guys who picked the Wildwood deck, you're definitely in some type of big transformation right now. This huge transition. It's like you've decided to take this path, but you're not really quite sure where it's headed. It's like you're in this boat, you're leaving difficult times behind. There's definitely smooth waters around you, but it's uncertain. You're in the middle of like two things. Like you're in the middle of, it's like weird, like you're in the middle of your path right now, not quite sure where you're headed, but like you're moving forward. And a lot of change is coming. You know, I feel like this recent Scorpio full moon we had that is a huge part of this. So you've made some kind of decision to take a path or to start something with your business or to move forward in a relationship, but it's like things haven't quite come through yet, or you're waiting on an answer or something like that. And then next I see responsibility. So your message is basically don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Maybe it's been a really long journey for you, and you can see that like there's probably some land over here, like out of view. You can't see it. You can't see your destination yet. It's very uncertain, but you're actually, in fact, very close to what you've been trying to manifest. And I see this burden, and it's making me think that like the burden that you're carrying is the fear of uncertainty. And this is something that really got to me after a while on my path, especially once I got united with my psychic and spiritual gifts. You know, I'm able to draw the cards all day long, ask questions. I have all these psychic friends, like I can know anything I want to know pretty much. But there comes this point where like there's still this mystery of life, and the mystery is really in the unfolding of life. The mystery is really like, who are you, and like why are you here, and like what's the deal with this whole like being human on earth thing, like you know. And I feel like this is the journey everybody's on, is like trying to like answer your own questions, trying to discover your own truth, and walk your own path. And so you've been called to this path, but there's this burden of uncertainty. It scares you, you know, because you were living a lifestyle for a while that was very secure and that was very predictable, and so you're very comfortable with that. But at the same time, you got really bored and you started struggling, and it got very exhausting. And so here you are trying to create this new lifestyle and this new way out and this new journey forward. But now the problem is that it's uncertain, and you don't know for sure if you're going to be taken care of. You don't know for sure if you're going to make that money, or if that deal's going to come through, or if that person's going to say yes, or if this thing's going to happen. And so there's this beautiful quote I found online, and I don't remember the whole quote, but it says something like, "The wisdom of uncertainty is my security. Uncertainty is my path to freedom." And if you just keep choosing things that you've always chosen and you stay where you're at, you know, that's fine. You can, you know, but you get stuck and you can't really grow there, and it just gets boring. And so I'd rather choose what's behind door number two. You know, I'd rather choose, you know, being uncertain and not knowing, but at least being free and like having different experiences and being able to create a new reality for myself. So this is about you facing your fears and just moving forward to create the new reality for yourself. And something I say a lot on the channel, it's like a Doreen Virtue quote, but she says, first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes, then the healing comes. And so a lot of times you have to take action by yourself in faith. You take one step and then the next comes to you. To be honest, you guys, there's so much that's uncertain in my life right now. I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna be in a couple months. Literally, I don't know where in the world I'm actually going to be in the next few months. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's like a lot more fun this way. It's like a lot more freeing than just like picking this situation that you know is gonna be secure and that it's gonna just be like this every day. And then you get your weekends off and then like it's boring. So I just feel like this is about putting more fun, putting more play, putting more adventure into your life, being comfortable with this transition, to realize it is taking you somewhere, to just let Jesus take the wheel, you know, just kind of give it up to the universe. And this is what I've realized, is that a lot of times when I just surrender and just give it up to the universe has like way cooler ideas in store for me than I could ever think of on my own. So we're co-creating, we're partnering with the universe, we put our desires, our wishes, our intentions out there. We've been talking a lot about coming up with a mood board or a dream board lately on Pinterest, and painting pictures of like places you want to go and things you want to do and like the lifestyle you want to have and like the things you want to manifest in your life. You know, if you want to have children, you know, post little pictures of children. And if you want to have a dream home, you know, if you want to go to, you know, somewhere in specific like Fiji or whatever, put that on there. And see how the universe starts aligning things to kind of help you out. And then sometimes, you know, usually when your manifestations come through, the universe gives you what you asked for and then so much more. I really believe the universe is infinite, and like we're part of it and we're extension of it, and like we're like sometimes it just comes through and just like I don't know, I just feel like the universe really wants to blow us away and like show us the truth that we can have an amazing life and we can manifest anything we want. So, you know, you can choose the man's life or the man's world, or you can choose the universe. You can choose to believe in infinite possibilities, you know. And the thing is about this life is that whatever you believe, you receive. You know, you are, like, the universe is going to mirror back to you what you are. So that's why we talk a lot about Rainbow Harmony, about changing your mindset and like looking at things in a different light and like going easy on yourself and loving yourself and being kind to yourself and appreciating yourself and maybe trying to trust in like a higher power, or like to partner with the higher power, or to just realize you're the higher power, whatever you want to believe. Like, I really realized in my life that a lot of the amazing things that have happened to me happened because I was delusional enough to believe in it. So you kind of got to play mind games with yourself. You know, if you're coming from this place of lack mentality, of feeling like, you know, I'm stuck, I'm screwed, like everything's gonna go to shit, like, you know, I gotta, like, I gotta do this job. I wish I could do that. I really wish I could, you know, do my dreams, but the truth is I'm stuck in this circumstance or whatever. If you keep thinking like that, you know, I mean, I had someone come across my channel once and tell me that like my channel was like unrealistic, which is funny to me because it's like, if it was unrealistic, then like why am I here right now? Like, how did this happen? Because like I really did start working on this shit myself. I started doing affirmations, you know. First I went within, I did some work, I did some healing, I faced my demons, I cried, I like allowed myself to get depressed, you know. I recovered from abuse, I got therapy, I did tarot, I started praying, I started trying spells, like I started just fucking around, you know, manifesting, law of attraction. And then I start like, my prayers start getting answered, like shit starts materializing, like amazing things start happening. I start getting all these signs, and my life, I just keep going up and up and up, and things just keep getting better and better. And not like everything's perfect. I'm still down. I told you guys I've cried a couple days ago and felt uncertain and got lost, but you know, I allow myself that, but then I bring it back to my center. I bring it back to my truth. I go look at my Pinterest board and I'm like, this shit is going down, you know, this is gonna happen, like I believe, like, you know, you gotta align yourself with some kind of truth. You know, I'm not saying you have to believe in God or you have to believe in the universe if that's not your thing. Maybe you just want to start learning how to believe in yourself and to love yourself. And for me, it helps to like pray to the angels and like to imagine angels and like to believe in that and to believe in the universe. And you know, and like to believe in signs and stuff like that. And so I think that's why I see that kind of stuff in my reality, because whatever you believe, you receive. So, you know, start brainwashing yourself to believe in something, whether it's yourself. What if the world really was conspiring in your favor? What would that be like? What would that look like? What kind of evidence would you see? You know, start like kind of playing games with yourself and kind of like waking up and thinking like, okay, today everything that happens is meant to be, and maybe a lot of it's part of a blessing, you know? And you don't want to trick yourself into not being present with yourself, into like faking that you're happy when you're not. But maybe you can start seeing that as like a bigger piece of the puzzle, like something that's trying to help bring you to a certain point, and start realizing everything is actually conspiring in your favor, and you are the master controller of your life. So this is about taking control of your life. This is about trusting in yourself. This is about believing in the universe. This is about looking around and noticing how like everything in nature thrives and grows and like supports each other, and like us humans here on this planet, you know, we support each other and we help each other, and like there's people out there that want to support you and want to help you, and it's just up to you to like be yourself and be vulnerable and continue forward, follow your inner guidance. Your inner guidance might tell you to get this job and to do this thing. You know, my inner guidance told me to come to France, and you know, everyone's inner guidance is going to tell them something different. Put your blinders on, don't focus on what other people are doing, just focus on yourself. So I hope that this message helps you. I believe in you. I really think that you work a little bit on yourself, and as within, so without. You know, whatever you believe on the inside, it's going to manifest on the outside. So that's why I started basically just brainwashing myself to believe in like all this spiritual stuff, because I was like, might as well try something different. You know, I tried just being all depressed and complaining all the time and just being all like, fuck the man and I'm stuck and stuff. But then I was like, maybe I can transcend this. Maybe my mind is powerful. Maybe what all these people are saying about like that kind of stuff is true. And I met a lot of people who told me like, yeah, I manifested this. Like I literally, this happened and this like they tell me these crazy stories of how like they ended up where they were. And oh my gosh, I see a ladybug over there. A ladybug says your wish is granted. That's like the message behind the ladybug. So basically start surrounding yourself with evidence that amazing things can happen to like ordinary people, and things can happen out of the blue, and like, you know, you're gonna get through this transition, you're gonna get to your destination, and yeah, I believe in you. So if you choose number 2, the love deck, let's go down there and let's pull you some love cards for your situation. Okay, so I pulled quite a few cards. This seems to be a theme with this reading so far. The first card I'm pulling for you is let go of control issues. I always joke and tell people that I just want to burn this card, because when I pull it, I'm just like, great. But really, it's just telling you need to allow the situation to unfold naturally. Like, you've been spending a lot of time like thinking about this situation and this person, and like you have to realize everything's always changing. So yeah, you're gonna be thinking a lot about this person, this situation, but in actuality, when you think about it that hard, you're holding that situation in your head and you're focusing on that and you're manifesting that. So it's best to hold a higher vision in your head of the situation. See the situation is already transformed. See the situation is already healed. See the situation as growing, as changing. And oh my God, I love this sound. When the boats come by, the water just rushes up and it's like so chill. Anyways, you know, I do see you've been through a separation, a breakup. It's frustrating. Part of you wants to go back to this person. There's another part of you that's just like, I'm ready to move on. Or maybe you're thinking of breaking up with this person. And so if you're thinking about breaking up with this person and you guys aren't broken up yet, I think the answer is yes. I think you need to move forward with this, because you're really trying to call in your soulmate right now. You don't want this karmic relationship anymore. You don't want this fighting anymore. You don't want this you know, feeling like you got to change yourself for someone, or the miscommunication. Like, you want someone that can understand you on like a deeper level, like a soul level, like a spiritual level. So they're saying your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualizations help bring you together. So I do believe the universe is bringing in a soulmate for you, someone you can connect with that's going to be more on your level. So they're telling you to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Maybe you're into blondes and this person's brunette. You know, it could be as simple as that. Maybe this person's from a different place. Maybe it's someone you didn't consider before. And so I do eventually see you having this heart-to-heart conversation and breaking up with this person you need to leave behind. Or the heart-to-heart conversation could be talking about you and someone that you've been dating that you're like thinking about moving forward with, but some kind of conversation between you and being able to honestly discuss your feelings so that you can move forward and progress in the situation. There's a message coming through to help you through this. Like right now, what you can do right now in the situation is to focus on your attractiveness. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I always tell people, if you want to be more attractive, get out in nature, because literally, like, you absorb all of that beautiful energy into your aura and you carry it around with you. And I don't know, I feel sexy out here, you guys. I'm just like rocking it. I love it out here. I feel beautiful. I love taking selfies out here. I'm just like, look at me, this goddess. Just kidding. You guys should have seen me this morning before I had all this makeup on. But you know, that's another thing actually. If you know, you don't need to wear makeup to feel beautiful, but there are tricks you can do to, you know, I'm not doing anything here with my face with this makeup look that's making me look like something I'm not. Just a little bit of eyeliner, you know, a little bit of highlighter, a little bit of blush, some lipstick, draw your eyebrows in. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Put on some earrings. You know, you see she's got her hair like done. She's got little ornaments. She's got her blush on. She's wearing a color that's just really beautiful on her and her skin tone. Learn your colors. I'm not really a good example, but I love wearing black. It makes me like so witchy. I love it. So wear your color, do your thing. Go out in nature, smell the roses. And if you're trying to attract love into your life, you have to realize like the energy of love is like blissful, it's like youthful, it's fun, it's exciting. And you can't attract that when you're constantly down and depressed and upset and complaining. So the best thing you can do is to get out in nature, so that will naturally lift your mood and lift your spirits, and start looking in the mirror and seeing yourself as more beautiful. Like, first just get used to seeing yourself with no makeup, and like, you know, get naked and like look at your body and like, you know, start dancing and just like getting used to like, this is what I got, whatever. So what if you're like have a belly or something? I'm like gonna back up. Oh God, sorry, this is kind of inappropriate. You know, it doesn't matter if you got a belly on you. Just rock it, just dance, just wear your body, you be comfortable in your own skin. Just rock it, you guys. You know, this is very like simple little tricks I've been telling everybody lately, is just to get more comfortable. I've been working on this, you know, coming out of depression, feeling a little, you know, not confident just because I'm working around really tiny ass models all the time. I love people who are tiny and skinny. Good for you. Everybody's got their own unique beauty. Every body type is beautiful. But it took me a long time to like celebrate my curves and like get confident in the body I have. And I think a lot of that came from me spending time in front of the mirror, following accounts on Instagram like Style and Curve, or at the.curve, C-U-R-V, seeing other women who are like rocking their curves and just owning it, and cellulite, whatever, and just like seeing girls at the beach that were wearing bikinis even though they have like a body type like mine. It's really been awesome. All these different brands coming out with like trying to make clothes for all shapes and sizes. There's the butterfly. Yeah, so oh my God, there it comes. Did you guys see it? It flew across the camera. Yay, I manifested that. I want to see a butterfly like come across the camera at some point today. So cool. So yeah, randomly manifestation tip, ask for little things, just like tiny little things every day. And it builds your faith to like see that you can manifest like little things, you can manifest big things too. Anyways, attraction, you know, just work on feeling more confident in your own skin and realizing that like someone out there is gonna love you for exactly who you are. And the people that don't and the people that try to change you, like, screw them. And they're also telling you to be playful, have fun, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is about having fun, this is about getting outside, this is about trying new things, this is about being open and being playful when you're trying to connect with someone. I kind of like just learned this deck actually helped me learn this. I have like, I don't know, I got like issues. Like, I've had issues, I worked on them, but like I had issues in love thinking like I didn't know how to approach people, or like I used to have really codependent relationships, and so when I was like trying to like flirt with someone or get at them, I just like didn't have any game. I just didn't know how. And I think when you're first trying to get to know someone and attract someone in your life, you know, sometimes we can be so desperate for that love and for that approval and for that attention and for that energy that we just kind of misportray ourselves. And so, you know, when you work on yourself and your attraction and you feel confident, oh shit, sorry, I just stepped on stinging nettle. Stinging nettle, it hurts like a bitch. It'll go away in like 5 minutes. Sorry. Anyways, I was kind of going through that, and like I realized like just be playful when you're getting to know someone. Have fun. Eventually, if the relationship comes together, you'll have those emotional times where you can reveal things to each other and tell them how you feel and get all that intense love feeling you're looking for. But remember, in the beginning, like, you don't want the relationship to be that intense, because that's a red flag. Someone that starts a relationship off that intense, it's a little much. So, you know, there can be an intense attraction, intense chemistry, but you just want to be playful. You just want to have fun. You just want to, like, chill and let the relationship, you know, kind of take off naturally. So I hope that resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out. Now, if you choose my angel deck, I'm going to go down here and get it. What is your message? Okay, so I pulled a couple cards for you, and the first card I'm pulling is awareness. So I do feel like you're starting to look at life in a whole new way now. And this awareness card is usually talking about like an awakening of your third eye or a spiritual awakening. You might want to Google that and like look it up a little bit, do some research, because things are definitely shifting for you. You're realizing that you have power, you have inner strength, you have energy that you can use to create whatever you want in your life. So they're telling you to use your imagination. They're telling you that now that you're starting to like be more aware, you're realizing you have power. Like, I have the power to create. You're an extension of the universe, which has created all of this amazingness. Like, you also have the power to create. And so, I mean, like, I'm a woman. Like, I have the power to create, like, a freaking child inside me. Like, that's insane. And so I did see a crow, and that's like a messenger of death. And so, like, this is kind of like the death of this time in your life where you felt powerless and you felt out of control and you felt like stuck, because you're not stuck. And they're telling you the way forward is to use your imagination. You have to imagine a better reality for yourself. So we've been talking a lot on the channel lately about making mood boards, about writing lists, about putting a collage together of like images and things that you want and what you want your life to look like, and starting to follow your inner guidance to move forward to that, one step at a time, one day at a time, little by little. So imagination is very important. Many of us spend our time all day using our imagination, trying to worry and predict and control outcomes. And we're just gonna do that, you guys. We're human, we're gonna do that. But you can at times direct your imagination, your third eye, your energy to create something more positive for yourself, something more interesting and more fun. So that's why I tell people, spend time meditating like on what you want and imagining that and dreaming that, even if it's just 5 minutes. Spend time making the mood board. If you don't like meditating, that's chill. Like, just spend time like in your head a little bit. That's why Pinterest is good for that, because it's like all these images of like things you want all in one place. You can scroll through it, you can add to it, you can just look at it, and that's going to help you get those images like in your subconscious of like what you want. Because if you just keep focusing on what you don't want, you get more of that. I'm not saying like think a bad thought and you're going to manifest that stuff, but it's about like your habit and your routine every day, getting up frustrated, negative, complaining, talking and trash on your boss and your coworkers with people, and then talking oh, I don't know what this going on with this guy and this girl or this person, and oh, you know, sad about your breakup, and then you do all that and then you never spend time thinking like, what do I want? Like, what's fun? Like, what's interesting to me? Like, what do I want to create? What do I want to use my time on this planet doing? Like, you know, so start like just a little bit every day. Allow yourself to continue doing all that other stuff. Just be who you are. But the more time you spend on like thinking about what you love, the more you realize like how trivial these problems are in the moment, and it's easier to work through them. And then look, imagination, and then the next card's inspiration. It's like you just need inspiration. And so, you know, start following people online and messages and memes that uplift you. Like have you guys ever been on my Instagram? It's at rainbow__harmony. You guys will see me, you'll recognize my account. Like it's like cheesy and stuff sometimes. Like all the people I follow on there, it's just whenever I go on my Instagram now, it's basically just people being like, yeah, you got this, you can do it, like the universe is infinite, like. And so I'm being constantly bombarded with information now, and I unfollowed all the negative stuff. I used to love those meme pages where they talked about depression and like talked about how horrible their life was and stuff. That helped me for a time, that was part of my journey, but eventually it just made me really depressed. So I unfollowed all that, and I just started following like really cheesy positive stuff. But it's helped so much because every day I'm just being inundated with all these positive ideas and inspiration, and people that are like living the lifestyle I've been wanting to live, and people that are like doing good things on this earth, and people that are having fun, and you know, just continue to be inspired by what other people on this planet have done. Laughter. So this is man, just so far from these cards, they're telling you it's time to like change your mindset basically. And so before you go to bed, instead of watching like a really dramatic TV show with lots of violence and stuff, you know, allow yourself to be a human. Watch the shows sometimes, you know, whatever, Game of Thrones or what, I don't know what I don't even know what's on TV. I don't watch TV, to be honest with you guys. But what I like to do before bed, I love to unplug my phone and eventually just like read. The kind of chill, it's like good for your brain. But I like to like go on YouTube and like go on Instagram and like follow like funny animal videos and like just funny videos. And I just laugh and laugh and laugh. And that's been helping me a lot the past couple days. There's actually this guy's account here on YouTube. He's just funny. He's just like this chill guy, but he just does these really simple, funny pranks on people. Usually at college campuses. His YouTube's called Laugh. It's like LAHWF or something. And I've been watching his account lately, just laughing at him. I don't know, like just cracking up, and just find ways to bring more laughter into your life. Now is what they're saying, right now. So it's like you need to change. It's like you're stuck in a rut, and they're like, you've spent enough time down there and complaining, and now they're like, okay, what are you gonna do about it, you know? So they're also telling you to be tender with yourself, be kind with yourself, you know, don't feel guilty that like now you're realizing, wow, I'm like super negative. Like there was this time where I realized like, wow, like my awareness changed and my consciousness changed so fast, and I realized that like all I did was gossip all the time. I was like negative. I was like eating junk food. I was like, there was like all this stuff I was doing, and like I felt so awful, and I was just like, wow, I'm like a horrible person. But like don't think that. You're just awakening in consciousness, and you start realizing, you know, it's time to change some of these habits, and they don't change overnight. You're gonna catch yourself mid-sentence saying something awful about someone, and you're gonna be like, what? Oh shit. Like, you know? And then you're gonna have to kind of like rewind and apologize, or just kind of change the subject and like note that to yourself that like that's still a habit, you know, and you need to work on that. We got imagination, we got inspiration, now we got visualization. Go to Michael Sealey's channel and do some of his meditations. He has some amazing meditations. Ooh. There's like some cool birds around here. I'm always bird watching. I love bird watching. So yeah, basically it's time to visualize what you want. And you know, if I never spent the time making that Pinterest board about coming to France and like visualizing myself here, I did do like maybe a good 3 or 4 little manifestation meditations where like you lay down, you imagine what would it feel like to be there, what would it smell like, what would it taste like, what would you do, like you got all your senses engaged and you held it in your mind and like you got really into it, and then you like woke up and you move on with your day and kind of forget about it. I did a lot of meditations like that. I attribute it to actually making me here. Like things lined up in the craziest way. I got this big opportunity to come here, and it just came out of the blue. And before it came, there were like all these weird signs I was getting. It was like bizarre, and like I knew it was coming. It was just crazy. So just really, you guys, the reason why maybe you're not moving forward is just because you haven't spent the time imagining, allowing yourself to be inspired, visualizing. Maybe you've just been stuck in like your life and your circumstances, and you keep forgetting like to take the energy to like do something to move forward. And it really doesn't take that much energy. It just takes 5 minutes, you know, to just lay there. And I know what it's like. I haven't done my meditation in a while. I mean, I know there's like these meditations I really need to do, but I just haven't done it. And so I know what that's like, being a procrastinator, being someone that's just like kind of blah and like putting stuff off all the time. But you gotta do it now. These cards are just like, it's time. And then they're like, just be flexible, you know, be flexible. You might, because you end up visualizing and imagining all this stuff, you're going to start getting these opportunities. You're going to start getting these messages and these signs and this guidance, and they're telling you to be flexible. Some of the stuff you might be called to do might not seem related to like your ultimate goal. Like for me, I was living in the city and I had to move back to the suburbs before I could move here. And that seemed a little counterintuitive. Like I felt like I was going backward, but sometimes like the path calls you to, what the fuck? Sorry. There was like this weird, I'm out here, you guys. There's birds, there's like bees, there's like crazy big old bugs crawling on me, but I love you guys so much. It's so pretty here, so I hope you enjoy. But yeah, you might be called to do something weird or that doesn't make sense, or maybe even to make a sacrifice to do like what it is you want and to get where you're going, and you're just gonna have to roll with it. It's all about balance. That's why my whole thing with Rainbow Harmony is helping you find your balance and peace. Because once you find your balance and peace, that gets you in alignment with all the things you're trying to manifest. That gets you, into your true self. So healing is part of this. If you want to manifest something, if you want to create a better life for yourself, I really suggest working with your root chakra. Just root chakra meditations, root chakra exercises. If you need help with that, I'm going to be posting some on my channel soon. But check out this amazing resource of YouTube and all these amazing, beautiful healers and normal people like you, like me, that are sharing what's helped them through this. And the root chakra is like where it's at. It's where it's at, you guys. So yeah, visualization. Anything else here? Did I miss a card? I think that's it. What's really sticking out to me is just now. It's time to do something right now. So I challenge you after this video to go find a 5-minute manifestation meditation, and to just like think of things you want in that meditation and just do your best. Don't worry about it being perfect, and see what happens. And definitely write your stories and comment below what you guys think. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Peace out.